boys, des sacrés garçons, hein, les Beatles. Hein,
Boys qui jouaient à l'Olympia d'ailleurs.
Oui, oui. Qu'est-ce qui va changer? Parce que vous dites au fond dans ce bouquin, Eric Casser, ça va changer quelque chose, cette série de concerts à Paris. Rien ne sera plus jamais comme avant.
C'est exact, parce qu'en fait, là, pour le coup, le public parisien, les Français ont découvert les Beatles, ils y sont allés. C'est vrai que le premier jour, on a dit, c'est Trini Lopez qui a remporté la timbale, mais après, le public est venu. Et en 3 jours, les fans des Beatles sont tous rappliqués, ils sont venus. Et les spectacles ont eu du succès. La presse l'a attesté. Les Beatles ont eu du succès à Paris. Après, il restait à convaincre tout le restant de la France, mais ça s'était très, très bien passé.
Oui.
Et effectivement, ça a ouvert donc ça a permis aussi aux gens comment dire, des beaux quartiers, des classes moyennes, d'avoir accès à des spectacles de rock, parce que c'est vrai que les spectacles de rock qui se déroulaient par exemple au Palais des Sports ou la Mutualité avaient cette réputation de violence. Les gens n'y allaient pas trop, c'était fréquenté par les banlieues, etc. C'était pas tellement alors que l'Olympia, on y allait à l'Olympia. Oui. Grâce à ça, les Beatles ont pu initier beaucoup de gens au rock'n'roll, oui, parce qu'ils se déplaçaient. C'était familial, l'Olympia.
The Beatles stayed in Paris for 3 weeks, and during that time, I Want to Hold Your Hand climbed to #1 in the USA. Sid Bernstein, a New York promoter, heard that agent Norman Weiss was going to France to see his client Trini Lopez. Weiss was approached by Bernstein, who said,
"Why don't you try to get the Beatles to do Carnegie Hall?" So I said I would, and when I got to Paris, I met Brian, and discussed the idea of them doing Carnegie Hall, which intrigued him greatly, and he agreed to it, and that was the start of our relationship, and it lasted all the time that the boys did tours in America.
They're funny, you see. There are more boys than girls, and we miss the good old screams. But you know, there were quite a lot of shouts. But
you mean they actually listen to you? That's the difference, is it?
Yeah.
What's the French electrical supply like over there?
It's good actually. All the equipment's great, but on the first night, as you may know, we had a bit of trouble because we suddenly found there was a radio program just sort of plugging into everything, and they'd overloaded all the amps and everything. It was just boom.
What's the sort of stuff they like over there on the parade?
Wilder stuff, I think. We stuck in a Wilder number, to finish off with. Gone with the Wind.
They go for the Elvis Presley type of stuff, do they? I mean, they go for the older rock and roll stuff?
I think so, yeah. A bit more. It depended really who was in. It depended upon who was in. I can't speak.
You think
Speaking French so much, you see.
What?
Je me lève à 7 heures.
Yeah. You brushed up your French, have you?
No, kidding, I can't speak a word of it.
You still can't speak a word?
No. John's very good. Bonsoir and all that sort of stuff. He's very good.
Here, I hear that you're going to give us some poetry recital. I hear you're going to give us some poetry recital.
Beethoven's poems.
Well, when's this? At the City of London Festival. I heard that you...
Yeah, he knows, you see. It's a secret, don't tell anybody.
What poems you going to give?
Beethoven's. You remember him? Beethoven.
Looking forward to this American trip. Have you had any reaction over there? You got any fan clubs going? Is there
Well, there's one supposed to be started, and they're getting quite good response, you know. 12,000 letters a day.
But the Beatle movement's going over there.
Yeah, you can even be a Beatle booster, folks. Yeah.
I must tell you, by the way, that Detroit University have got to stamp out the Beatle movement.
I know. We've heard about Detroit.
They think your haircuts are un-American.
Well, it was very observant of them, because we aren't American, actually.
True, that.
True.
$500,000 a week. Is that so?
It's a dirty lie. I can't see it anyway.
How much you seeing then?
7 and 6 and half a crown for George.
Did you see any, did you see any of these Beatle weeks that Dio brought out? Let's see what it about it.
We did, but the only difference sort of with there to here, as it were, is that they'd believe us then, and we used to see...
You mean they believe it?
We used to see sort of rows of fellas in the Olympia, just sitting down with little Beatle wig men, are very serious, not laughing at all.
Weren't you very flattered?
Oh, yeah. It was a bit silly, I mean, yeah.
So yourselves is at the sea, sort of thing. What about the French food, though?
I think they're asking him, but don't ask me. I just eat English steaks and stuff like that, you know. Because it's got garlic in it, a lot of it, and you can't stick garlic. It tries in plenty. I don't.
You could tell by the look, and certainly by the sound of the crowd, that this was no ordinary departure from London Airport. We'll say it was. But the Beatles were on their way to America. Goodbye to George Harrison for a few days, and to John Lennon here with his pretty wife Cynthia.
On the day we were due to fly out, Heathrow was pandemonium. Thousands of fans had arrived from all over Britain, and any ordinary passengers hoping to travel that day had to give up. Screaming, sobbing girls held up "We love you, Beatles" banners, and hordes of police linking arms in long chains held them back. We were ushered into a massive press conference, where journalists, spotting me at the side of the room, demanded a picture of John and me together. To my surprise, John agreed. He was usually careful to keep Julian and me away from publicity, but this time, carried along by the momentum of the whole thing, he agreed. Minutes later, we were ushered to the plane. At the top of the steps, the boys waved to the packed airport terraces as the screams crescendoed. For me, the whole experience was amazing. Until then, I hadn't seen the fans on that scale, or understood how the boys felt when they faced that mass of people, all screaming for them. It was intoxicating, exciting, mind-blowing, and yet somehow unreal. How could so many people be caught up in this vast wave of emotion over 4 young men?
A Jet 707 was waiting to receive the most famous passengers to cross the Atlantic for some time. Paul McCartney may have been wondering how the songs he and John write will go over in the States. For the girls they left behind them, it'll be tears and heartbreak with the fabulous 4 3,000 miles away. It's no compensation for them to know that an army of new fans were poised ready to scream in New York. One tried of the Merseyside said he was a bit nervous, but success seemed in the bag. 55,000 Americans clamored for tickets for a Sunday show in a hall holding less than 800.
The atmosphere aboard the plane was like a party. Champagne flowed, and the excitement and anticipation grew as we got closer to the States. The boys admitted to feeling sick. This was the big one. If they could make it in the States, They would have succeeded beyond anyone's wildest expectations. "We can always turn around and go home again if no one likes us," John joked, but any ideas about going home again were rapidly forgotten when we looked out of the windows of the plane as it taxied to a halt. "Oh my God, look at that!" John spoke for all of us as our jaws dropped at the sight of over 10,000 teenagers all singing, "We love you, Beatles." Oh yes, we do. It was Beatlemania all over again, but bigger, louder, wilder.
My name is Lois Grossford from James Madison High School in Brooklyn.
You've been waiting here a long time.
I've been waiting here 4.5 hours.
What are you going to do when the Beatles come?
Scream! I think I may faint, that's all. My mother even loves them. She goes crazy when I play their album. My mother just loves them. That's all I could say.
Oh, really?
My mother loves them.
So their appeal isn't limited just to young kids, but to everybody.
Even my grandmother goes dancing when she hears them.
Is that so?
My grandfather busts around when he hears them.
Do you have a cheer, a special routine you go through, or is just one big loud scream?
We're just going to spell Beatles and scream it, that's all.
The whole group of you?
Yes.
The hundreds and thousands of you that are here?
Hundreds and thousands of us. We're going to do it.
Let's hear you do it.
We love you, Beatles. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Beatles, and we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Beatles, we love you.
Wonderful.
Only Brian remained calm and composed as he went over the last-minute arrangements. When the door of the plane swung open, the screaming and cheering were deafening. The boys hadn't yet set foot on U.S. soil, but they had already won the hearts of the Americans.
They're standing on the ramp, or rather on the stairway, going down. There's that fabulous hairdo, and one of them is standing, and he's jumping, and he's wiggling, and he's waving his fingers. Oh, look at him wiggle! Look at him wiggle! Look at him wiggle! This is just almost impossible to describe. Hundreds of persons have gathered around the Beatles down on the ground. Apparently, this has been quite an event for the old-timers out here at Kennedy Airport. They've seen a lot of dignitaries come and go, chiefs of state, world-renowned scientists, artists, but nothing to compare with the Beatles, they tell me. Well, they're locking arms now. Apparently, they're going to make a concerted effort to get through into the building, where in just a few moments, a scheduled press conference will begin. Murray Decay is downstairs, manning a Wins microphone, and will be covering every exciting move and minute of the Beatles here at Kennedy Airport.
The four English musical stars with their pudding bowl haircuts were greeted by about 4,000 shrieking teenagers at Kennedy Airport.
American teenagers, well, 19 and 20-year-olds anyway, once helped repulse the British at Bunker Hill. But there's no indication that our teenagers are going to do it again. The British invasion this time goes by the code name Beatlemania. D-Day has been common knowledge for months, and this was the day. The invasion took place at New York's Kennedy International Airport.
It's just phenomenal that people would come to see this, and yet they wouldn't come to see the president. I mean, President Johnson came a few days ago, and there's practically nobody here except reporters and photographers.
I figured what can be so vital as the Beatles, and I see that there is nothing.
It's just
that people seeing them. I can't see the music.
It's just ridiculous.
I'd rather listen to a good jazz show any day, like Mingus or Mulligan, but not the Beatles.
We saw them in the customs building. Yeah. They had hair like this, yeah. Oh, they were so cute. Yeah, I like
Does hair help you sing?
What?
Does all that hair help you sing?
Definitely, yeah.
You feel like Samson, if you lost your hair, you'd lose what you have?
Don't know.
No,
I don't think so. How many are bald that you have to wear those wigs?
All of us. You're bald? Oh, we're all bald, yeah. I'm deaf and dumb too. Did you understand that? Get a haircut at all? No. I had one yesterday. That's the truth. No, I think he missed. No, he didn't. No. We should have seen him the day before.
Okay, there's one here.
What do you think your music does for these people?
Well...
Pleases them, I think. They must do because they're buying it.
Why does it excite them so much?
We don't know, really.
If we knew, we'd form another group and be managers.
One psychiatrist recently said you're nothing but 4 Elvis Presleys.
Oh, it's
blind.
not true, it's not true.
Almost all noise here is being made by the reporters as they try to get towards the Beatles. They're coming out of the last car now at the Plaza Hotel, ducking underneath the marquee, waving to the kids across the street as the policemen from the 18th precinct rush them in underneath the big canopy outside of the hotel now. It was a fast move. They hardly had time to know they were arriving. There was a quick toot on the horn, and then suddenly they were inside and out of sight completely. Across the street, the kids who have been lining up here since about 2 o'clock this afternoon had just about enough chance to take one quick look, to wave 3 times at the kids as they ran by, and then it was all over. Now, directly across from the hotel, between the fountain and the marquee of the hotel, the policemen are leaning against the gray barricades, the sawhorses, trying to keep them back, to keep them from overflowing into the street, where traffic has continued to move. At least 5 photographers down toward the end who had taken about 25 minutes to get themselves set up on top of step ladders to get a good view of the proceedings never did get a shot at all. They were turned the wrong way. And right now, in the midst of all this, a gentleman drove up in a taxi cab and gets out with the most puzzled expression you ever saw. He must think he's on the wrong planet, not in front of the wrong hotel. This is Jim Gordon at the Plaza.
Up there at the window? I was going to ask you if they're coming out. They've been inside for 10 minutes now. What are you still doing here? What's your favorite Beatles song? Sing a little bit of it.
So I arrived in New York just about an hour or so after they had arrived, and they were already up in the presidential suite in the Plaza Hotel. So when I checked in, George had booked for me as well, and so I got a message at the front desk to go on up to the 14th floor. They were in the presidential suite, and go and join him. So I went and put my luggage in my room, which was on the 6th floor. Then I got in the elevator and went the rest of the way up, to the 14th floor. When I got out of the elevator, I looked at the numbers, on the wall, and okay, so down that way. So I started going off down the corridor towards the number of the suite that they were in. So halfway down the corridor, there's a big table right across the corridor, and a big bunch of people. And Pinkerton security people, all kinds of people, a big mob of people, all shouting and everything. So I thought, well, okay, it's beyond this bunch of people where the number was, So I thought, okay, so I tried to kind of scooch past them quietly, get behind them. And so the Pinkerton guy slams me in the chest and says, "Where are you going?" Says, "Sir." And I said, "I'm just going down there to see my brother." And so the whole people that were there all started laughing. And they said, "Do you have any idea how many times that's been tried today?" And I was a little embarrassed, and I said, "No." I said, "But he told me to come on up." And so they were laughing more, you know. And I said, well, I happen to have that picture that's on the back of my book. It was a Polaroid picture that he'd taken in Benton when he came to visit me in September of that year. And so I showed him the picture, showed the Pinkerton guys and everybody this picture that had my brother on it. So they looked at it and they all passed it around and everything. They all looked at it and said, yeah, that looks like one of them. So they went down the corridor, knocked at the door and said, okay. He came, you know, rushing out. He came dashing down the corridor like this, you know. And then we met halfway down and spun each other around. And then all the people who'd been laughing at me started to cheer. So I call that incident From Jeers to Cheers.
Yeah, that's great.
John, tell me a little about yourself and a little about, you know, what you expect to be doing while you're here.
Well, a little about myself. Well, I'm full because I've just eaten. And I've just arrived here, and we hope to just do the Ed Sullivan Show, the Carnegie Hall in Washington. I think that's all. And buy some records.
Tell us why. A lot of people have already said to me, boy, I bet you they can make $1 million if they want to stay here. Now, we know you've turned down Madison Square Garden. Can you give us the reason why you are doing so, you know, just holding your performances down to a minimum?
I don't know. I think our manager doesn't want to overexpose us, you know, so we can come back.
Well, fine, but you're going into a place which does have prestige, Carnegie Hall, but I think it only holds 1,200 people, as opposed to a Madison Square Garden that could hold 18,000. Is there any reason for that?
Well, Carnegie Hall was already arranged, you know, and then when all the other offers started coming in, well, we would have been overworked.
Well, you were very busy there, too, isn't that right?
Yeah, very.
And now I guess this is more or less like you're going to take a little vacation, I understand?
Well, I think we get a couple of days off, you know, in Miami, so we can get some sun, if there is any.
Is there any one type of entertainment that you would like to get into as far as performing? Is it a concert? Is there records? Is it movies? What thing are you looking forward to best?
Yeah, well, we're doing a film when we get back to England from the States. And
for United Artists, right?
Yeah, it's the first film for us, so that should be a laugh for a start.
Do you have any say in the preparation of the script or anything?
Yeah. It's
say no to anything.
You know, if we don't, the people who are making the film are very cooperative with us, and if we don't like any part of the film, then, you know, they're willing to cut it out and change it so that we'll like it, you know, because they want everybody to be happy.
Well, I can see that. I can see that there's a lot of impromptu, sort of ad libitum type of performances. I guess you'd like to bring that into your film, too?
Yeah, we'll try our best.
We can't learn the script.
Is this the first vacation you've had in how long?
This isn't
a vacation. You're joking.
Well, I mean, in Miami Beach.
Oh, well, we've only got 2 days, and I think that's going down to 1 day as it is.
Well, what are you going to do in Miami Beach?
I don't know. Make sandcastles.
What did you say?
Like sandcastles.
Sandcastles. Sandcastle. I'm sorry. But you know something? For foreigners, you speak English very well?
Yeah. Well, it's a trick we learned since we were so high.
Well, listen, I want to thank you so much. I know you're tired. And all of us here at WINS are you tired?
No, not really. Keep going. I am. George speaking. I'm very tired, you see, because I've been up for days.
Forever.
Hacking days. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, listen, but I want you to know when I tell you you're happening. Now, as far as the romantic interest, John is spoken for, I know. He's married, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, George?
Oh, I'm happy. No, you know, you see, I haven't got enough money for myself yet, never mind a wife.
You don't have enough money for yourself?
No.
Well, you know something? I'm not a reporter like people. They ask very personal questions. I wouldn't ask you personal questions. But I hear you fellas got it all made as far as that's concerned already.
It's just a dirty lie. A rumor.
They say that each one of these boys is worth close to £1 million.
Gee.
Doesn't it sound, well, at least let them think that way.
Well, it sounds good, doesn't it?
Well, at least this way you can get credit. What is your main purpose then?
Main purpose? Oh, in life. Don't know really. I'm hoping to become a tramp someday.
A hobo.
A hobo.
A hobo. You want? Yes, a hobo.
So I'm saving up, you see, because I want to be a rich hobo.
That's the best kind, baby. Rich or poor, it's always good to have money.
Yeah. Canadians, these Americans.
We thank you so much for being on WINS with us.
It's okay.
Thank you. Cheerio.
Thank you.
Well, ta-ra.
Oh, yes, why not?
Because they got so many programs, so we're on all the news. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What are your first impressions of arrival in America?
I don't know, they're wild. They're all wild. They just seem to go...
Wilder than they are here in England?
Well, it seemed like it. Maybe it's just the first impression, yeah. They just seem all out of their minds.
Did you get home at all, John, between leaving Paris and starting again for the States?
Yeah, we were in London for 2 days. You know, we got to England.
You didn't go up to Liverpool then?
No, George went up there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's regretting it. He still hasn't slept.
Is George there now?
Yeah, do you want to speak to him?
Yes, in a moment. But, John, is there anything you want to say to the fans back here at home first?
Yeah, well, tell them not to forget we're only away for 10 days. And we'll be back, you know, we're thinking of them.
Oh, yeah, they all get rumours.
Well, we're coming back to do the film for 7 weeks anyway.
Oh, yes, that film. And why haven't I got a part in it, pray?
Well, we'll try and get you on pushing a barrow or something.
Thank you very much. Now, let's have a word with Ringo, could we?
Ringo? All right.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
What was the first thing you did when you got to your hotel, Ringo?
Well, we had this big mass press interview with, about 100 people there, you know. And then we got out of that, and then we had a Cadillac each. Marvellous cars.
What sort of things do they want to know at the press reception?
Oh, all things. Are we bald, you know, and what do we do with our money? All the usual things.
You proved that you don't wear wigs, I hope.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We took them off.
Well, cheerio, Ringo, and the best of luck to you.
Cheerio. Give our regards to everyone. Here's George now.
Hello, George.
Hello. How are you, Brian?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Not so bad.
Oh, to Warrenburg, you see. So we've been up since 6 o'clock your morning. You know, so I know I'm pretty fagged out. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, if I go to bed now, I'll probably be up about 4 o'clock in the morning.
The first thing you'll be doing over there is the Ed Sullivan Show, isn't it?
Yeah, we rehearse that tomorrow, and then do the show on Sunday.
But what will you be doing on the show?
I think we'll be doing, you know, I Want to Hold Your Hand, She Loves You, Please Please Me. You know, the usual ones.
Uh-huh. How many of your records are in the American Hit Parade at the moment?
We've got 6 in the 100, and we've got I Want to Hold Your Hand, She Loves You, Please Please Me, From Me to You, My Bonnie, which is a laugh, and I saw her standing there. You know, in New York, the 3 records, Please Please Me, She Loves You, and I Want to Hold Your Hand, are all number 1. Joint.
All joint, yeah.
We did all this stuff. We went into Central Park on the horse and carriage, you know. George didn't come, he was sick.
I had this throat thing because when you see the photographs that they all went out and did a publicity shots in Central Park, there's pictures of just the three of them with the New York skyline behind them. Same with the rehearsal for Ed Sullivan.
If you look at those pictures that I gave you the day before the Ed Sullivan Show, pictures of George and I, and you can see on his face how ill he was. He had a strep throat. His temperature was 104 degrees. When the doctor from the Plaza Hotel took a look at him and said, "We need to put this young man in hospital. He's very, very ill." And the manager, Brian Epstein, just about had a heart attack. They almost needed to take him to hospital. Anyway, I was there with them, and they said, "Okay, move her into the bedroom, give her the medications to take care of him, and we'll have him on his feet by Sunday night."
He was quiet because he wasn't feeling well. He was so
exactly.
sick. And he had that reputation following around.
And the doctor said to him, "Try to save your voice. Don't say anything."
This took place in New York when George was doing my show as a DJ from his bed. He was suffering a cold, and he was in bed in his hotel room, and he was taking over my show via the beeper phone. Well, George, so far you're doing very well as a disc jockey.
Thanks.
And you got some pretty good sounds there. You got some things lined up pretty good.
Listen, Murray, you got your Beatles sweatshirt.
Yeah, I got my Beatles sweatshirt. Did you see it?
Yeah, well, get rid of that cuckoo one you had on last night.
You mean the submarine race watches?
That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you want me to wear the Beatle one?
Yeah.
Will you wear the submarine race watches and I'll wear the Beatles?
Yeah, I've got mine on now.
You got your submarine race watches?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good. You keep your submarine race watches. That goes very good with your sweat socks, too.
Yeah,
you wear
they're all
them.
sweaty.
Yeah, I got news for you.
What?
You got to wear them with Rat Fink sweat socks. You see, you wear your submarine race watching shirt with Rat Fink sweat socks, and we'll wear our Rat Fink sweat socks with the Beatles sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cool now.
Okay.
How do they conduct shows in England? I mean, what kind of disc jockeys do you have over there?
Oh, well, they're great, but, it's sort of not as casual as in the States here.
It's sort of more...
And they wear ties, you see.
They wear ties. That's a drag, man.
Yeah, and you don't get any BBC disc jockeys with ski pants and funny hats.
Yeah. Well, of course. Well, that's true. But do you think I could go? I'd do any good over there in England if I came over with my ski pants and my funny hat?
Yeah, you go great.
Yeah.
Mind you, we got a mad fellow over there called Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, and he carries a big bag of tricks around with him, and he's got bleached blonde hair.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd bleach my hair blonde, baby, but I'd carry around a bag of tricks. I don't mind
Travels
that.
around on a chariot.
On a chariot?
Yeah.
Well, that's snappy.
Yeah.
That's sporty, baby. Here we go around with a jag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I tell you fellas have got to learn something before you leave the States. If you really want to, go over with the girls, you don't ask, if a pretty girl walks by, you don't have to start a normal conversation. What you usually say when you see a pretty girl is, you think you could learn that, George?
Well, I think the girl would have gone by the time you finished saying that.
No, baby, that's why she knows what's happening. See, here in New York, that's the call of the submarine race watcher. That means that you're happening.
I see. Tell me, George, what impresses you most about the United States?
I think everything. I loved it. I love it. The radio and the TV, especially.
Tell me, George, what do you think about the crowds in this country? How do they compare with the crowds in New York?
Great. It was a fantastic crowd at the airport yesterday. I just hope it keeps up.
What's some of your fan mail like, George?
Well, most of it, is just saying, we'd like to meet you, and could you send autographs and all? Oh, it's all good stuff.
It's all good stuff. Got anything new coming out that we haven't heard in the United States yet?
Well, there should be a new record out in March, and that's going to be from the film that we're making when we get back. When we get back on the 18th.
George, what's the film going to be about? Do you know yet?
Yeah, it's going to be just about taking 12 hours out of a day of ours and making it into a full-length film.
What's a 12-hour day like for you guys?
Well, all sorts of things happen. Amusing things.
Can you give us one?
Well, I can't really say, because we haven't read the script very much. But I know, it starts where we get on a train, and it ends where we get into a car and just vanish, you see. And in between, we sort of travel somewhere, do TV shows and things like that, and meet all sorts of funny people.
I got one more week of this, and I'm going to become the 5th Beatle, baby. All right? Okay, I'd love to do that and become the 5th Beatle. Paul, suppose you tell them what we got next, baby. Pride and Joy. Now, when you introduce that, you want some echo in your voice?
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. All right, now you say it, and then say who you are, and tell them the song we're going to play, and I'll give you the echo.
Okay, this is Paul McCartney from Women's 1010 WINS, and it's Marvin Gaye, and here he is singing Pride and Joy.
Yeah, baby. You got it.
Telling the world you're mine.
It's a what?
It's the gear.
It's the gear.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It's
good. It's marvelous. It's the best.
I see. It's a gear.
It's the gear, lad.
All right. It's like saying it on, babe.
All right.
Anyone understand him?
I think that what we have right about here is how about telling them about your very first big hit over in Love Me Do. Well, would you say that your sound, was that the record that had your...